What's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in to another stream of old school Runescape group Ironman mode. We're doing some more agility training just like last time. We've been here in Cannabis. Always makes me think of cannabis whenever I say that word. Doing agility training on the rooftops. We're level 46. Yep, 46. And we've got just 4 levels to go. We're getting close to our next level up. Once we make it to 50, we can head over to Falador. We have about 5 days of membership left. So we're going to be playing this game for a little bit longer. And then after that, we can take a step back. Take a breather from the Runescape. It's been a lot of Runescape for quite a while now. A good week and a half. Of these morning streams, it is a beautiful early morning at 4:51 a.m. in Washington State. What's up, Cleveland Tom? It's frogging early. Also, hello. What's up, Tom? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let me give you a shout out. I think you're the only one here, but I'll still shout you out. All of the people who are watching, if you're watching on YouTube, go follow Tom. I saw you hit 25 followers or subscribers on YouTube. I know you were going for 30 from what I remember by the end of the year, but you still got you got to a good number. A good roundish number. It's time I checked myself out. Does that mean you're leaving? Or does it mean you're looking at yourself in the mirror? I plan on getting one haiku per stream. It was a reference to a shout out for myself. Oh, check yourself out, I see. I'm going to do one haiku per stream, Tom. And when we get to the sale, I'm going to dump everything I have into haikus. I feel like I'm going to demolish the next haiku report if I do this strategy. Apparently, coffee is an important part of my diet, I found, because I downloaded a diet app. I don't know how good it is. The diet app is a little weird. So I can make my own recipes and add my own things, and it'll count how many calories, how much protein, how much fat, all of that stuff. 61, that is a lot of haikus. And apparently coffee with milk is actually like kind of a decent little chunk of it. I had no idea that the little bit of milk and coffee I have in the morning was actually something that gave me nutrition. I'm going to try to be healthier in 2024. I know that's one of those generic New Year's resolutions that people don't stick to. But I'm going to try. I'm going to go for it. At the very least, I'm going to try to log my food and eat better and maybe try to exercise a bit more. Like I should probably be doing today, right now, as we speak. You know what's funny? I'm spending my mornings exercising in a video game. I'm literally doing parkour, agility training. And yet I'm sedentary, sitting here watching a screen. You need to detox from vacation? Are you a workaholic type of person? You need to get back to work in order to feel like you're filling the void in your life? I feel that way a bit. If I don't stream for a while, it starts to feel weird. But if I stream every single day for too long, then it starts to get a little draining. There's always unfinished business, yes. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's always some loose end you have to tie up. I'm always feeling like there's something I've got to tie up, you know? Make the ends meet. I think it's going to be a good year. I feel like if I took too much time off streaming, I might end up quitting. Oh. You don't seem like the kind of person who would end up quitting streaming, though. I don't feel like... You don't seem like a quitter. You're great at quitting things. You strike me as someone who really understands the full picture of what you're doing, I guess, like to an extent. Like you do a lot of statistics about your streams. You do a good job of growing your stream. You don't seem like the kind of person who would quit. You seem like a very good, slow and steady, methodical, industrious type of person, which I think we somewhat have in common. Tom says, I geocached every day for 7 years and I just quit because I had to. How was that? I've never geocached. Also worried about haiku related drama on my stream. Uh-oh. Oh god. Hopefully I'm not causing anything like that by getting all into the haiku leaderboard. Geocaching 10 out of 10. Maybe I should do it. It looks kind of fun. It's Tuesday. Does that mean you're just chilling before work? Maybe Hannah and I could go geocaching. It's basically like hunting for treasure, right? You go out and explore, hike. Yeah, they're like little treasures that people hide. And then they give you clues, right? So you're trying to find like little bits of paper and stuff that people left out in the woods and whatnot. I've been in for nearly 2 hours. Oh, into work. I see. Yeah, because you're in that Ohio time. You've been to some great places. I used to love going hiking, and I want to again. Hannah and I are definitely going to be going hiking next spring and summer. The winter here in Washington is just so freaking cold and wet. You can't really do much. The spring and summer are where it's at over here. You have to winter camping. Have 2 winter camping trips this month. Nice. What kind of places do you go? Do you guys have KOAs in Ohio? Over here, KOA is, I forget what it stands for, but it's like the big camping lot company where you rent a little spot in the camping area, put your tent or your RV. They have like a building where you can rent little go-karts and stuff. Or are you just straight roughing it in the woods? One's with the boy in the dad's group, and the other one's with your friends. Oh, okay. All right. I've never been camping just with friends. I only camped with family. And we brought friends along when I was a kid, but I haven't been camping as an adult. I should do that. I've watched a lot of survival shows, so I'm into it. Like I'm like an armchair survivalist. I watch other people do it and learn from them. You've been doing it for 20 years. Do you do it every winter? Ooh, level up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Only almost 8,000 XP to the next one. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be running around these roofs, these rooftops, till we get it. Geocaching does sound fun. Maybe I could make some Patreon videos if I went out geocaching. That might be a fun thing to do. It's a scheduled thing these days. Nice. That's good. My life has been so chaotic over the past few years, that I haven't had any kind of traditions, really, that I've done, for the most part. Anything scheduled out every year. I'm trying to get into that, get into a routine where I have like fun things that I do every year. Used to live stream my caching runs. Really? On the Cleveland Tom channel? At least sometimes. I always thought doing travel streams would be fun. What is that? It's like a trap door over there. Mama fuck ya. It's not very often that you are able to... Ooh, is this for me? No, it's Clancy goated. It's not very often you're able to hang out and chat these days. I remember you saying something about work not letting you do it as much anymore or something. And you said like, yeah, it's probably better for my health that way anyway. Which is probably true. A baguette? Alright, give me that baguette. Thanks. Ooh, baguettes. You use your phone and live stream and switch between the app, your camera, and Twitch chat. It worked quite well. That's fair. You have to have probably a phone that's not slow. I feel like my current phone would be too slow for that. But you never know. You never know. I am going to do a cooking stream, a nachos cooking stream, pretty soon. I should do that, honestly, very soon, like maybe Thursday. I'm going to do a Goemon speedrun tomorrow. We're speedrunning my favorite game because Garlic redeemed it. What's up, Feared Goblin? How are you doing? Feared Goblin, I would like to let you know, as inspired partially by you, I've downloaded a fitness app. It's more like a diet planner app, but I'm trying to get my health in order a little bit. And I feel like having an app would help with that, so I downloaded one. And I think it's helping. I'm able to see throughout the things that I eat, based on my weight and stuff. I'm able to see like the proper amount for, you know, if I want to gain weight, or gain muscle rather, gain weight. If I want to gain muscle, I can see how much protein I need and whether I'm getting enough. So, yeah. I'm stepping in the right direction. We're taking steps. Tom says, I also did a caching stream in downtown Cleveland. Oh man, that would be so fun to watch. I love seeing new places. Swag, get swole. Swag. Listen, I am going to become the most swagalicious Phillip at Walmart. Hey, what's up, Perth? PP Brother in 2024. What's going on? Welcome in. Hope we're doing well. Let me give you a shout out. Everyone follow Perth. Perth will stream at 200 followers. I think he's at 114. Something like that. Let's get him there. Let's get him there. We can do it. Let's get him the follows. We're getting swole this stream. And not just in RuneScape. 125. Okay, so only 75 left. You'll get there. That's so fucking funny that you have over 100. You have 125 followers and have never streamed. To get there... It's Phillip Swagder. To get to 125 followers, I had to, like, kind of bust my ass, honestly, with streaming. What's up, Jim with the G? Level up. Jim with the G is here. The Magic Man. Let me give you a shout out as well, as Perth wakes up. Or probably not morning for Perth, honestly. Brandy has like 200. That is hilarious. And Brandy's never streamed, right? I had to bust my ass watching 50 different streamers constantly, says Perth. I busted my ass watching Twitch streams to get these follows. Excuse me. Took me a year to bypass her. That's so funny. That's hilarious when people who don't stream get a bunch of follows like that. I like following people who don't stream. They're the best people to follow because you just up their follower count for fun, and you never have to sift through a ton of live channels of people you don't watch, you know? I would watch Brandy if she streamed, or Perth. But it's just so easy. Jim, how are you doing? What are you up to today? It's probably a work day for you since it's Tuesday. Until they start streaming and then you unfollow. I have done that before. I try to wait at least until they get like over 50 followers so I'm not like messing up their affiliate path if I like genuinely don't want to watch. But there are a lot of people who I've followed and then I don't even remember where I followed them or who they are. And I'm just like, random person playing Fortnite. Hello. Purse says, I expect to lose at least 5 followers after my first stream. That's, probably realistic. Some people probably follow and then just forget about it and don't remember who you are because they never see you again. Have any of you ever used the diet planning app? I'm wondering if I could have any recommendations for good ones, because the one I'm using, I like it so far, but a lot of the stuff that seems basic is all like a paid feature. It works for free, but it's kind of like finicky, because certain recipes are like premium. Like bean and rice burrito with vegetables is a premium thing. You can't put it on your fucking list of food to eat for the day unless you fucking pay. Purse says they're going to be like, who's this Perth guy? I've never seen before. Jim says trying to get motivated to work after being away for so long. Yeah, that's tough. I'm also feeling almost not sick. Nice. You're almost over it. That's good. It didn't kill you. It probably made you stronger in some form. Stronger immune system, a stronger mental fortitude. Goblin says, I used MyFitnessPal. The free version used to be pretty good, but they've moved some features behind the paywall. So is that one I should avoid now? Since they moved a lot of the stuff behind a paywall. Just mentally tired of work. I am so there. I'm so with you. Every day I'm of an ever-growing part of the back of my mind gets pushed to the front that thinks I just want to fucking leave. I'm working on doing all of the math of all my stuff, all my bills and whatnot, to try to figure out just how fucked I would be if I left. Gonna be buffed by the end. Drastic physical transformation. That should have been the title. Jim says, I did start uploading old streams on Rumble, so I'm happy about that. Nice. You're archiving some stuff on Rumble? I assume you're uploading them yourself and not like using the YouTube, like, what do they call that? This auto sync. I'll do the math for you, says Perth. I'm pretty good at basic math. I only need help when you send me your bills. I'm really good at all that stuff. Anything that's basic financial stuff, I'm great with. It's just when you start getting into abstract stuff that has no relevance in my life, directly at least, that's when I'm like, what's happening? I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't think I want to bore you guys too much with all my financial stuff. I get really into it. But if you're watching a stream, you probably want to hear about other stuff, like Runescape. Or even fitness stuff. Fitness stuff's probably more fun than finances for you guys. Or geocaching. Goblin says it's still okay, just less convenient. You used to be able to scan barcodes on stuff to add it, but they made that premium. I think mine has that too, but it might be premium. I'm using one called Fatia. I think it's called Fatia. Let me look at it. It was the highest rated app. Does it show me like yeah, it's called Fatia. And it seems pretty good. I can log like breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, and dinner. And then it tells me how much protein, carbs, fat, calories I'm eating. And I can say my weight and everything. And it gives me like a goal of how much I should be eating. I can put how much water. It logs my weight. All that stuff. What do you mean, Philip? Do you mean that you'll never need to solve AP problems while adding bills up? Probably not. Probably not. But this app doesn't... It does have exercise, and I can like add what kind of exercise, but it's more focused on food, it seems. Which is fine for me. I'm actually a big fan of food. And you know what? It's making me feel good because this app is telling me I can eat chocolate. It's giving me like you should eat cereal with yogurt, chocolate, and banana for breakfast. And I'm like, nice. Chocolate chips for breakfast? Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I added some Hershey Kisses into my diet, and it was like, you've reached your fat goal. Added 1 gram of protein, and I'm like, yeah. Let's go! That sounds rad. I'm hoping that it gives me some new ideas for food, so I can expand my, like, help me with cooking and exercise and nutrition is what I'm hoping for. That's my 2024 New Year's resolution. Even though I feel like if I say that, I'm jinxing it. Because by default, no one ever keeps those. 1 gram of chocolate to burn away all the protein gains. It's really just the sugar. It also tells me with my... Like, I can make my own recipe, say I'm adding these ingredients to it, right? And it'll tell me, like a green check mark. Oh, this is high in protein. Or it'll give me a red X that says, this is high in saturated fats. This is high in sodium. And so I can look at that and be like, well, maybe I should do this instead, you know? You just been eating cooked eggs? I eat 3 fried eggs a day. And I've learned through this app that, not that I didn't know this before, but if I eat toast with butter, it like cranks up my fat for the day. If I eat 3 eggs and 2 pieces of toast with butter, it just like, I'm getting like 3/4 of the fat that I need for the day in breakfast. But if I switch that instead of butter and just use peanut butter instead, then that evens it out. So I'm getting like a relatively even amount of protein, carbs, and fat. So it's a better way to start the day than butter. That's been your diet this week? Just eggs? I mean, eggs are really good for you. They're high in protein. I'm trying to... I'm in the point where I feel like I should be adding muscle mass. I should focus on protein and muscle and start lifting weights rather than try to lose weight. I could lose weight. I'm still overweight. Pert says, only going to eat eggs for the rest of my life. Which egg? Quail eggs? Turkey eggs? Is that a thing? Do people eat turkey eggs? I know people do eat quail eggs. There's this Asian grocery store, Filipino grocery store that I live near, and they sell canned quail eggs. Canned quail eggs. I feel like that wouldn't be that good. It seems weird. Like quail eggs on their own. Oh, what's up, War Turtle? Welcome in. First dumpling for War Turtle. Let's go. Yo! It's the middle evolution water Pokemon. Ready to party. Let's party like it's 2024. Pert says, switching to meat, leaving my family. Only gonna eat meat and eggs from now on. There are some people who live by that. Who, like, just eat meat, basically. That's their whole diet. Which seems like you could really easily have a heart attack if you don't do that very, very well. Like, if you're eating tons of red meat and fried meat and stuff, you're dead, man. Fast food meat. Phillip just said you're mid. War Turtle's the middle evolution. Squirtle, War Turtle, Blastoise. That's how it goes. I don't make the rules. I don't even know who does. I don't think Shigeru Miyamoto made that rule. Although maybe you could attribute it to him. Last night, I made Hannah and I margaritas. But I fudged the recipe. And you're supposed to add 2 parts margarita mix, 1 part tequila. But I messed it up and I added 1 part margarita mix, 2 parts tequila. So I switched it around and doubled our tequila. And Hannah was like, oh man, this is so strong. And I was like, I don't understand why. I followed the recipe. And then after a while, I was like, wait, I doubled the tequila. That's why. Then we were both like, oh, we're drinking a lot. But it was a good mistake, I guess. I'm going to have to pick up some more tequila and mix, though. Sounds like a better recipe. It was good. I wonder if I could add alcohol to my fitness app and if that would like contribute. Margarita, if that would contribute to my nutrition goals. War Turtle says War Turtle is the coolest of the mid Evos. Charmeleon and Ivysaur are lame. You know what? Charmeleon looks fucking weird, and Ivysaur is very forgettable. So I completely agree, especially because War Turtle wears sunglasses. Goblin says, I don't use an app anymore. I put together a spreadsheet because there were some things I wanted/needed to track that the app wasn't tracking. Various micronutrients. Interesting. So you're really fucking into it. What a mistake. Oopsie. Whoops. You know what's funny? Is it took me like 2 or 3 shots in to realize what I did. I pronounced it Charmeleon, like watermelon. Oh. Charmelon. Okay. Charmelon. Fair. War Turtle is a damn cool Pokemon. One of the coolest Pokemon. Gen 1 Pokemon are all top tier except for Golduck. Golduck is like my least favorite. He's the most forgettable. I didn't even realize that Golduck was a Gen 1 Pokemon for a long time. Because I always think about Psyduck, but I never think about Golduck. Golduck to me looks like a Gen 2 or Gen 3. Golduck is cool. It took me until like a couple years ago to even realize that was Gen 1. I thought they added Golduck later. You just offended a viewer. Congratulations. It's alright, it happens. I think he'll get over it. I like Caterpie. Caterpie is one of my favorites. I like the really beefy ones. And the really like not beefy cute ones. I think Charizard is super overrated, says Perth. I will never get over this, says War Turtle. You'll never get over the Golduck hate. I don't hate Golduck. I never thought of Golduck as Gen 1 for some reason. I don't remember seeing Golduck in the anime. I think I missed that episode. When I was looking at all the Gen 1 Pokemon, like a list of it a couple years ago, I saw Golduck and I was like, what? What's Golduck? And then I saw it was an evolution from Psyduck. And I was like, what the hell? Water Pokemon are the best. Poliwhirl and Gyarados are my other favorites. Water Pokemon are pretty damn top tier overall. I like bug Pokemon a lot. I'm like Phillip Bug Catcher in the game. Vaporeon fans are sus. Yeah, fair. Bug Pokemon suck in Gen 1. But I still like them. Water Pokemon are pretty OP. Psychic Pokemon are the most OP. But I guess they kind of fixed all that in later gens. And that's one of the reasons I want to play some of the later gens. You like bug Pokemon too, but they suck in early gen? Yeah, exactly. We had the exact same thought. They really do suck. It's like that Weedle only run where I was trying to beat Pokemon Leaf Green with a party of only Weedles. And I ended up getting to like the third blue fight and then quit because it was too much grinding. There are barely any bug moves. Yeah, bugs are just kind of there. They're just there to fight and exist. They really don't have any very useful purpose in a party. The most you get is Leech Life and Fury Cutter. I don't even think I ever used Fury Cutter. Maybe do a bug only run. That seems more doable. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking of doing like a Beedrill only run or something. Bug only would be fun. I wanted to make it really ridiculous, so that's why I did the Weedle thing. And I think I could get further. I'm confident that I could get past that fight if I redid the Weedle run, but it would take me hours and hours and hours of grinding Weedles, which would suck, so no thanks. You could have possibly beat the run if you got Bug Bite in Gen 3. Yeah. But I kind of want to move on to another, like the second gen, Silver or Gold. Cutie Fly Bombi is cute. I don't even know what those are. I don't know much of anything past Gen 1. I know some Gen 2, a little Gen 3. And then everything after Gen 3, the only reason I would know it is if it is in Smash Bros. If it's in Brawl or Melee, I would know it. Otherwise, I just have no idea. Except for Love Disc. Love Disc is the best Pokemon of all time. You heard it. You heard it here. Cutie Fly is a fairy mosquito. Okay, mosquito Pokemon. Well, I don't like mosquitoes, but I do like fairies. I'd smash if it wasn't a fairy. I would too. I'd smash it against the window. Bug Fairy. Hey, that's cool. Maybe I'll do a Cutie Fly only run. I did play Pokemon Ruby and I caught that elephant thing. And then I gave up. I feel like Pokemon is just way too played out at this point. With, like, there's been a... How many gens have there been of the games? Like 8 gens or something of the main games. And then they've remade like 6 of those gens. 9? Yeah, okay. I just feel like it's overdone at this point. It's all relatively the same. New mons suck. Yeah, the new ones, they're running out of ideas. Like, there's like 900,000 something Pokemon or whatever now. There are only so many animals. You stopped liking it past 5. The new Pokemon games are trash, says Perth. That's why I want to play Silver and Gold. I know people are all like, oh, you should play the DS ones, but I don't want to emulate DS. The only reason I'll emulate DS is so I can play Tingle, Rosie Rupee Land for Tom. And that's only because he really, really wants me to play that game. Euphony didn't even finish Pokemon Violet. Yeah, I heard that. Got worse when they went 3D. says Turtle. Gen 2 is Goat. A lot of people like Pokemon Emerald, but I think that's Gen 3. Cooking Mama? There's a Wii Cooking Mama. I could play that legit. I could play that without emulating. That would work just fine, right? I think. I want to play Phantom Hourglass. I fucking love Phantom Hourglass. That's a great game. Cooking Mama with Wii controller. Not like this. I don't mind the Wii controls. I've never played Cooking Mama on the Wii, but it looks fun. You played that twice and it was the shit back then. Pokemon Emerald is goated. Hey, we're almost to a level up. So, Perth, here's what I was thinking. What about Spirit Tracks? I feel like Spirit Tracks is kind of like Phantom Hourglass's little brother, something like that. Phantom Hourglass's sideshow. I don't mind it. I think it's a fun game. I think the train itself is weird. Phantom Hourglass is my preferred out of the two, but I want to play both. The train screwed me over too much. I just think the steamboat was a little weird because it was like sort of like modernish technology in a Zelda game, and it wasn't like what Twilight Princess did where it's like ancient technology that's all sci-fi. It was like real stuff. I thought that was weird at the time, but it was okay. It was just like brushing the line. But the trains are a little odd. Having a train that you ride throughout the game feels like, this is gonna sound dumb because it's really obvious, but it's like too linear. Like you don't have a lot of freedom of where you go. It's literally just a straight line, and it's like you just go through a straight line to the next place, and it just feels rigid. What's up, RJ? Did someone say emulating? I'm gonna tell Miyamoto on you guys. What's up, RJ? RJ never emulates. Go follow RJ if you want to see like short 1 hour streams of retro games. What's up, RJ? Hope you're doing well. We're talking games. We're talking fitness. We're talking geocaching. It's a talking stream. Miyamoto should put the DS games on the Switch games then. What were you going to say, Phillip? I don't know. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say now. So I was thinking, Perth, since you redeemed Super Seducer, here's what I'm thinking. How about I save Super Seducer for February, just before Valentine's Day, and Hannah and I play it together as a drinking game, and we find some kind of metrics, like every time he says I love you, or every time he does a cringe pickup line or something, we take a drink. How's that sound? That's amazing. Okay, well, I'll talk to Hannah about that. We'll do a drinking game Super Seducer Valentine's Day special. If I can convince Hannah. Peak content, and then we'll probably finish the whole game in one stream, unless it's a really long game, or like long for one day. But if it's like, maybe we could do it for like, you know, we could maybe go for like 6 hours, maybe. Are you from Mario? Because you look like a star. That's a good one. That's a good one if she likes games. It's only like 4 to 5 hours on average, so we could probably do it all in one day as a special. So I'll save it for that. So everything worked out. We're going to play the whole game. You're going to get all the game for all the points. We're going to do a special. We're going to make it fun. Everything works. Phenomenal, paid for it inadvertently. Jim says, when some games are pay to play, but playing still doesn't mean you own the game. Piracy is no longer theft, says Jim. 100% gonna edit it all and cringe twice. Are you still gonna edit the My Little Pony video? That one will be some straight cringe. Pay to play still waking up. Is Mario Italian or Japanese? I think Mario is Italian, born in Japan. Is that how that works? He's he's Japanese Italian, Italian Japanese. Philip, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Do you want me to send you the link again? No, you don't need the link because you have access to the YouTube stuff. Glad you reminded me. Also, if you wanted to, you could go through and edit. You could finish off the Mario Kart Double Dash series, since we only have one episode of that so far, but there's more content since John ended up, his life situation changed and couldn't finish. He's Italic. Italese. Ooh, level up. Let's go. Level 48. Isn't it canon that Mario is from Brooklyn? I don't know. I don't know if the movies are canon or not. I'm Mario, and this is Luigi Mario. Listen, I saw the Mario movie, the new one, and I've seen the old one, and the new one was okay. It didn't waste your time. It was action-packed. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was not deep. But Cringe 2023 Mario movie is nowhere near as good as the superior Chad 1993 Mario movie. We all know this. First says, okay, do you know which VODs of it he went through? I don't. I think it's all in order. You want to watch it, but you don't like Seth Rogen? I don't care. I like Jack Black, but I mostly like quintessential Jack Black from like Tenacious D and School of Rock. I feel like Jack Black had such a good thing going in the early 2000s that it just carried over, and he's just been riding that ever since. But his acting ever since has been like mid. But Jack Black is the one actor from that movie that I really care for. Chris Pratt is like, alright. Don't really care one way or the other too much. Seth Rogen, same thing. Whoever it was who voiced Peach, sort of same. Donkey Kong just sounds like Seth Rogen, says RJ. But it's fine. It's a fine movie. None of the voice acting bothers me. The Donkey Kong character was kind of because I don't want to spoil it, but he was very arrogant. He's a very arrogant character. You'll see it for myself if you get to it. I won't spoil anything. You still haven't watched the movie? It took me a long time. Hannah got it for me for Christmas, and it was good. I basically only have like mid to good things to say about it. Chris Pratt did fine. They definitely went for like big names for all of the voice actors as a just way to get people to watch it, I would say. When they probably could have found people who captured the character better as voice actors, who maybe aren't like the big names. But it worked. I'm surprised you haven't seen it since the main storyline is Bowser wanting to marry Princess Peach, says RJ. Fair. Also fair. Oh, and I fall at the last minute. They've done that same storyline 3 times. Peaches, 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 peaches. First says it's just in movie format now. First, like, I'm over it. I know what the plot is. Plot is the same in every movie. It was kind of disappointing, honestly, that Luigi didn't get more time. He didn't get more action in the movie. I feel like it would have been more fun if you had Luigi there doing all of his like quirky, silly stuff throughout the movie. and Peach was captured rather than Peach being the companion. Luigi is more of a comedic relief character. But Mario ended up being kind of the comedic relief character in a way. But they tried something. They tried something different. And it worked well enough. I had no idea. I hadn't even heard the Peaches song somehow. I somehow avoided it unintentionally until I saw the movie. And then Hannah was like, I've been seeing this on Instagram all the time. RJ says, I enjoyed seeing Mario playing Kid Icarus for a few seconds. They dressed Luigi as Peach as a decoy. And they captured fake Luigi Peach. There you go. That's the real story. Purse says, listen, Bowser's going to be a creep. There's going to be moments of him thirsting over Peach, and then Mario would be getting his ass handed to him in random events while Luigi would be doing nothing and playing a role. I know the whole plot already. I remember Cleveland Tom on his stream was saying that he was like kind of trashing it a little bit. Didn't like the voice actors. He said that Mario is a mascot, not a character. Mario is meant to sell you stuff. He's not a character. Isn't he also a character? Tom's not. I don't know if he's still here to respond. I know people in Japan did not like Peach's character. She doesn't really fit what they view Peach as in Japan. Mario movie is a solid B, says RJ. I believe that's what I wrote on your website. I think it was something like that. I agree. It was a solid like 7 or 8 out of 10. Maybe not 8. It was like a solid 7.5 out of 10. It was good. It was like the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters are the absolute best mediocre rock band that ever lived. Like everything they do is like, yeah, that's pretty good, but nothing's amazing. And that's what the Mario movie is. It's like, yeah, that was pretty good, but it wasn't deep, and it wasn't that good, but it was good. Bowser X Luigi. I feel like that's the best way I can put it, is that the Mario movie is like it's like the Foo Fighters of cartoon movie iterations. Purse says, if I were to watch the movie, I'll presume I would rate it on the lines of 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah, everyone has similar reactions to it. But you know what? It was also a movie for kids. It was meant for all audiences, but also largely for kids, since it's Mario. So I feel like that also impacted the movie quite a lot. They're probably not going to throw in a deep storyline for a movie intended to watch by 7-year-olds. That would probably be because of the animations and not the plot, says Perth. Honestly, the plot is not where the Mario movie shines. The Mario movie shines with video game references, obviously. Decent music. They throw in classic rock songs throughout the movie. The voice actors being famous. RJ says, do you think the Zelda movie will be for kids or something as epic as Lord of the Rings? I think it'll be in between. Zelda movie will be lame, says War Turtle. I feel like they're gonna fudge the Zelda movie more than they make it epic. Because Zelda is for slightly older audiences than Mario. Zelda is like teenagers, right? It's like teenagers and preteens are like the target audience for Zelda, as well as older people. It's just damn fun. It's a fun game for everyone. It's complicated enough for everyone who's like a little bit older than being a small child. They're gonna try to make Link more silly for the humor. I think they probably are, and I don't want that. I don't think it's gonna be an epic. I think there's gonna be a lot of It's going to be... So, I mean, Link himself is a silent protagonist. And it's really hard to give Link personality, I would say, without kind of messing it up. The Zelda cartoon was not honestly rated very well, but it's kind of enjoyable just because it's Zelda and it's silly. And he was silly, but I don't think a live action movie would translate the same as a cartoon from the 90s. I think those are just two different ballparks. It's smooching time. There's this hilarious video by Adam West Lapdog on YouTube, who was like an OG. He made these Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask abridged series, and they're so good. And he was one of the early guys who did that on YouTube, but he made this video that was the Zelda cartoon abridged. I think it was an April Fool's thing, and it's hilarious. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube of all time. If you haven't seen that, you should look it up. You should look up Adam West Lapdog April Fools. Or it might be Valentine's Day. I don't remember. At the end, there's that part where I don't even know what he says in the actual show. But they're like out in the woods and they just beat all the enemies. And it's Zelda and Link. And Link goes to like kiss Zelda, but he puts his fingers, like he crosses his fingers behind his back. And in the abridged one, Zelda's like, okay, but promise me you don't have any STDs. And he's like, I promise. Then he like crosses his fingers behind his back. Then they kiss. It's fucking great. We should do a watch party of just that video. It's so good. So when is the Zelda movie supposed to come out? Is that 2024 or 2025? Why did he cross his fingers in the original? I don't know. I don't know why. You could go watch it. I think the whole show is only like 12 episodes long. It sounded early in production. I doubt it's this year. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking probably late 2024, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just hope they don't mess it up. Every time there's a... I'm not even as excited about things like that as I am just really kind of anxious that they're going to really mess it up. Especially because American audiences can be so fucking weird. Chris Pratt as 40-year-old Link? That'd be weird. That would be, like, really bizarre to see. I didn't know there was a cartoon. I only know about that weird CDI Zelda game. So the CDI Zelda game is a different thing. There was a legit Zelda cartoon in the 90s that ran for one season. That's where the "excuse me, princess," that line, that's where that came from. Well, we got some decent levels this stream. We're at 48. We're getting close to 49. If they put Chris Pratt as the main character again, then they're 100% doing it only for big names. That would be dumb. Like, I didn't mind Chris Pratt as Mario. But if they do Chris Pratt as Mario and Link, that's just going to be stupid. I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to find somebody else. But I'm kind of afraid of who they're going to find, too, because Link is such a iconic character. I grew up playing Zelda. The whole idea behind Link as this silent hero is to identify with Link. So if they put someone... If they cast it as someone weird who doesn't fit the character, then it's just going to mess the whole movie up. Zelda's already a big name. Why do they need A listers? I just want the 90s back. 2024. Let's make 2024 the year of like bringing A-listers. I see what you're saying. The lowercase a confused me. Let's make 2024 a year of like bringing back the best of the past and integrating it in a modern way instead of being all fucking weird and trying to change everything. Purse said, all I know is Toon Link. A-list celebrities. Yeah, I get it because it's Nintendo and they have the money to throw around at A-list celebrities. So they can be like, oh, look, Chris Pratt is Mario. Ooh, Seth Rogen. Yeah. But I kind of also like the idea of them giving less known actors a shot, right? Like Seth Rogen doesn't need any help getting his career off the ground. Somebody else does, though. Why do people hate Seth Rogen? Do people hate Seth Rogen because of his acting or because he said or did some stuff in real life that people don't like? Because I don't follow celebrities at all. Not one bit. I see them in movies sometimes, and that's it. And I'm just like, all right. I see their work, their acting. The only time I ever hear about something from a celebrity outside of the actual movies themselves is if I just randomly hear something from somebody else. And usually I don't care. He's the annoying weed man, says War Turtle. He kind of went off on Twitter, and he is an ass. Purse said, I straight up didn't know any of the cast when I first saw it. Wait, when you first saw what? Because you didn't see the Mario movie, right? Seth IRL is an asshole, if you ask me. Says Jem. Seems like everyone here hates Seth Rogen. His personality definitely strikes me as arrogant, which is why I think the Donkey Kong character turned into that. The movie trailer. Oh, when you saw the trailer, I see. Well, you know what? It is what it is. I'd rather the Mario movie exist as it is than not exist at all. That's my feeling about it. It was entertaining enough and cool enough. Hyped up Nintendo enough, I guess. I thought it was fine for Donkey Kong to start off arrogant and then have him help Mario later on, says RJ. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Like, it worked. But Donkey Kong, to me, I don't think about Donkey Kong as, like, more like an arrogant child. Like they played him in the movie. I think of Donkey Kong as, like, maybe a little arrogant, maybe a little big-headed, but more like a competent character than what they casted him as with Seth Rogen. Purse says, I'm Indian. Why should I care about these people? I don't know any Indian actors. Or at least no like actual Indian, like living in India, playing in Indian movies. So that's fair. I probably know some Indian actors, like American Indians, or Indian Americans rather. Is Chris Pratt not popular in India, says RJ? It's a good question. And, unfortunately, I have to go to work. If you guys want to help me quit my job, you can support me on Patreon. I'd love you forever. Let's find someone to raid. My alarm's going to go off in 1 minute. You know what? I should probably just dismiss the alarm. Or not. Alright. Who should we raid? I wonder if anyone's playing RuneScape. What am I saying? Someone's always playing RuneScape. War Turtle, holy balls, thank you for the subscription, dude. subscribe to Tier 1. Big thank you. Holy crap. That was your first sub. I know you don't stream, but you might. So everyone check out War Turtle. Everyone go follow War Turtle. Now you gotta quit work. I need a little more than that to quit work, but thank you. Big thank you to War Turtle. I appreciate it a lot. I'm glad that you enjoy it here enough to hang out for several streams and subscribe. Call out. I can't do it, because then I'll miss another call out day. Hype train. If we had a hype train, I probably would have to call in late, to be honest. All right. Let's see here. Let's find someone cool to raid. This person's watching Shark Tank while catching sharks in RuneScape. Sure, I guess. Why not? Why not? All right. I think we found our raid target. Thank you everyone for being here. If you want to follow on YouTube, I do have Let's Plays. We're starting our next Let's Play, which is a demo of Peach 64, which is like Zelda. It's the Ocarina of Time engine, but with the Mario 64 universe. And then after that, we're moving on to Paper Mario Dark Star, which is a very hard Paper Mario ROM hack. And then we also have all of the highlights from Perth. And let's raid. Let's raid this Doge Llama. Because why not? I don't know. I'm rethinking it. This guy has a TikTok. You know what? I'm switching it. We're switching it to something else. This person's playing Barbarian Assault. I don't want to watch TikTok, man. I don't want to support TikTok. We'll go with IPA. All right. Let's check this person out. TikTok is the no-no zone. This is a lesson for everyone. Don't have TikTok. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Super duper big thank you to War Turtle for the sub. Thanks Perth, RJ, Jim with a G, Cleveland Tom, Feared Goblin, and everybody else who was here. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.